Mac Sci, the Science Guide.
Hey!
What's that?
Oh, it's just a banana.
Have you ever wondered what bananas are made up of?
Yeah, so they're made up of cells. Like all living things, they're made up of these teeny tiny building blocks called cells. Even you and I are made up of cells.
Wow, really? That's super cool. But if humans are made up of cells, why can't we see them?
That's a great question. So scientists have been studying all living things for hundreds of years, but it wasn't until the discovery of the microscope they were actually able to see them. This is because cells are so tiny. And then from there, they discovered the cell theory.
The cell theory! I remember that. I learned about it in grade 8. The cell theory states 3 things. Cells are the basic units of life. All living things are made up of 1 or more cells. And all cells come from pre-existing cells, right?
Yes, that's right. Humans are actually made up of trillions of cells. We have hair cells and muscle cells, blood cells, bone cells, and even skin cells.
Human cells differ from banana cells?
Yeah, they do, because we humans are made up from animal cells, but bananas are actually made up from plant cells.
Oh, so trees, flowers, and broccoli are made up of plant cells, while dogs, snakes, and birds are made up of animal cells?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, I wonder what makes up a cell.
Come with me, let's find out.
Okay.
Each cell is made out of multiple different components that all play a part to ensure proper functions take place. To better understand this, we will take a look at each of the following structures. The first structure, or the outer part of the cell, is the cell membrane, the part that protects the cell and controls movement of all material in and out of the cell. It also holds the cell content together. Surrounding all of the inner cell structures is cytoplasm, a liquid substance that is used to transport nutrients across the cell and used for chemical reactions. Controlling the cell activities is the nucleus. The nucleus also contains the genetic material, or DNA. The vacuoles are responsible for storing food, water, and other materials that the cell uses. This includes sugar and also cell waste, which will be eventually removed from the cell. In plant cells, the vacuoles are much larger and hold more material. Surrounding the nucleus is the smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum, which stores and packages proteins and works with the nucleus. The rough endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes attached to it, which are responsible for making proteins. The mitochondria is the next structure we are looking at, and it is known as the powerhouse of the cell because it provides the cell with the energy that it needs to carry out the processes. There are also an additional 2 structures that are particular to plant cells. The first is the cell wall, which actually protects the entire plant cells and provides the structure for the outer portion. The second are the chloroplasts, which are used to convert sunlight to energy that are used for the cell processes.
So as we just mentioned, the cell membrane controls movement of materials in and out of the cell. But what's moving in and out of the cell, and how is it doing so?
The process of diffusion, that's how. So diffusion allows these materials that are usually used for various cellular processes to move inside and outside the cell. These materials include things such as molecules, water, and ions.
Hey Marija, what did one ion say to the other?
What?
I've got my eye on you.
That's a good one.
Anyways, the way cell diffusion works is that molecules move from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration. The process of diffusion is passive, meaning that it does not require energy.
It works the same way as when you would add a couple of droplets of food coloring in a cup of water. The food coloring droplets spread from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration until the food coloring is evenly distributed.
Osmosis is a type of diffusion involving water. It is defined as the diffusion of water across a plasma membrane from an area of higher water concentration or low solute concentration to an area of lower water concentration or higher solute concentration. Now we will combine two fun activities from our childhood, eating gummy bears and learning about osmosis. I'm just kidding about the osmosis part, but since it can be hard to understand, I'm going to show you guys a fun little experiment to help you learn the concepts a little bit better. So to begin, you're going to need 2 cups of water, some gummy bears, salt, a spoon, and some water. What you're going to do is pour about half a cup of water in each cup. And have 1 cup labeled salt, like I did here, so that you can remember which one has salt in it. Okay, after that, you're going to take 1 spoon of salt. And you're going to mix it until all of the salt is dissolved. Once it's dissolved, you can put 1 gummy bear in each cup. And then you're going to wait a few hours to see what happens. Whoa, look at this! I'm going to show you guys what happened after a few hours. So I'm going to place the gummy bears underneath the original gummy bear. And you guys can see what happened after a few hours of leaving them in the water. The gummy bear in the cup with only water grew because of the movement of water molecules through the gummy bear. But the gummy bear that was in the cup of water and salt shrunk in size because the salt molecules blocked the movement of water through the gummy bear.